Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we are back for some more Pillars of Eternity with the Triple Crown difficulty settings. This is a very special episode because we are currently in the Endless Paths of Odd-Nuwa level 5, which is a run killer for a lot of people, especially if they end up in this level not exactly via the stairs, and I will talk a little bit about that in a little bit when we reach that specific point.
Yes?
Hey.
Hopefully I'm not mixing up places, but I think this is the level. And right. So in the last episode I reached this area and we had some Xaurips over here and some Xaurips over there. If sometimes I call them kobolds, I'm sorry, but my brain just it mixes them up. We fought them, we killed them, nothing very special, and we are good to continue exploring. I think all of our spells are pretty much still available to us. Yeah, we still have a lot of things available to us. We have all of our summons, so if a particularly nasty fight comes up, we can deal with it. So, the alcoves have been lined with straw and bundles of feathers and fur. A musky reek lingers in the air. And I'm kind of assuming these are like Xaurip beds, which are kind of cute actually.
Following your lead.
And there's also something else that I have not forgotten, which is this action here. We have Nighty the Deft Hand in our stronghold, and he has kind of like a mini quest for us. He leaves in 4 days, and you have to pay attention to this if you are playing Pillars of Eternity. Sometimes people will come to Odd-Nuwa to talk to you, but they will leave in a certain time. If you don't speak to them in this period, they will just leave and you cannot find them again. So I'm not worried because we have 4 days and 12 hours and I'm not going to be taking all that time inside of here. But do pay attention if you do get those warnings to check them out sooner than later. Okay, so we killed some Xaurips over here. Ooh, we have some more skirmishers. And, you know, the usual Xaurip tactic works very well right here. Just choke point and kill them all. There can very well handle them. So,
Leave it to me.
pew on the skirmisher, swap to melee, come over here. They're all coming in very angry at us. Rigorous defense. Not rigorous, vigorous. One day, my friends, I will get this name right. Okay, so I'm gonna try and knock them all down. And the usual painful interdiction, this, and just book, because we can hit a couple of them here, and we're fine. Ooh, the Xaurip High Priest is coming in. Well, that's gonna be our new primary target. So let's blind. Ooh, wait, there's 2 of them, and one of them just went out of line of sight. Okay. Okay, so let's send out an iconic projection just to deal some damage in the line here, because we can. Let's knock them down again. There we go. A very good knockdown, actually. Only one guy is standing. Okay. You can shoot. Okay, there's the High Priest. Let's move a little bit forward. Try to focus on him. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, baby. Let's hope for a nice Sacre Bleu here. Stun everything. Ah, yes, this time he said it. Sacre Bleu. Yeah, everybody except this guy paralyzed. Man, this... At the sound of his voice, the killer's throw stiff is busted. This is very good damage. A couple of skirmishers, a High Priest, a champion and a champion, so everybody focus on the High Priest. Let's toss out some raw damage. Okay, awesome. And this is pretty much free kill right now. Okay, focus on the skirmisher. Good. Last one. And it there just blew him up. Okay. So Xaurip tactics are still Very, very handy. And they work out fine. Some nice gold. This looks like a secret door, doesn't it?
There's something ahead.
Oh! Okay, it's not a secret door. It is a secret button, though. Oh, and don't let me forget about the saber I have in my inventory, because I do have a use for it. Okay, any traps? Any secret stuff? No. The Xaurips have piled together coins, discarded jewelry, and battered fragments of ornamental weapons and armor. So we found the Xaurip treasury, which is very cool. Ooh, an ornate sword hilt. This fine metal hilt is of unknown origin, though it does not appear to have suffered much weathering. We will take it. And we gained the quest item. What was the quest again? The Blade of the Endless Paths. Its pieces. Do I know how many pieces there are? I have found part of a shattered blade. I have found the ornate hilt of a sword. Okay, I'm gonna have to search for more. Gold. And a nice fine large shield and a fine mace.
Hey.
All of these are worthy pickups. I'm expecting more Xaurips over here. Again, awesome choke point. Well, no Xaurips.
Hey.
So, yeah. You see, this is exactly... I had it there over here, but I chose not to explore further with him. Because my rogue is the one that can spot the traps. And it proved to be a good decision. Okay, so come over here and disarm this. Ooh, there's a bunch of them. Okay.
It's finished. It's finished.
Anything else? No, we seem to be... Oh, we are nearing the place I wanted to come to. Expedition log page. This appears to be a page torn from some larger text. Seda did not make it. I know Merrick tried his best. No point in turning back now. That's what Merrick is saying. I think the point is leaving these ruins alive. We have lost half of our people already, and I am not sure how we are meant to survive this place, especially with Seda gone. The gods were kind to let us find that study and the books there. Those tomes would fetch a good price in and of themselves. We don't need to go any further. But that seal has stirred his blood. He is sure we'll find more Ingwithan relics below. Every step takes us further from a guaranteed haul and deeper into unknown territory. I don't know what madness has gripped him. I cannot stop thinking about Edriga. The way she screamed. Yeah, well, greed is a very powerful motivator. I won't go there just yet.
Hey.
We're gonna explore this upper section. Okay. Well, we know what's gonna happen over here. Yeah, you have this turned off.
Leave it to me.
Pew! No, come here. Don't go over there. Okay, we have... I would prefer if these guys were a little bit closer, but I think we're fine. Priest, skirmisher, skirmisher, champion, high priest, champion. Okay. Vigorous defense. I want to kill this priest ASAP. Okay. Really? You just... He blocked the path for everybody else in his party. Awesome. Let's blind the high priest, and I actually want you to shoot the high priest as well.
So much.
Okay. Now, you have some friends over here. Knock him down. You are gonna throw out some books. And then just shoot the high priest. Okay. Painful interdiction plus accuracy plus shoot the high priest as well. And we're fine. Okay, good shot. And what do I want to do with this nice shot? I think I'm just gonna get some phantom foes working here. Aloth is lost. Okay, that's better. He's lost as well. It's because they're targeting that guy and he moved away. Okay. Well, that's his kill. Oh, he's back. Shoot. Pew! Dead. Good job, Mr. Rogue. That's how you do it. Blam. Skirmisher. This guy is a champion. Let's deal raw damage to him and stun him. Oh, we're gonna have a Sacre Bleu. Wait, there's only 2 enemies, so yeah, no Sacre Bleu. I want the Phantom to go hit the ranged guys. There. Oh, I might have done something wrong. No, go. Oh, crap. Okay, well, let's just wait. We're gonna let them come to us. We still have a lot of our focus points. And what we have? We have a champion, a skirmisher. Yeah, so that's fine. Champion. It's okay. Let's just give him a pain block to start mitigating some of this small amount of damage that's coming in. And you focus on the AoE. Let's try this again. What? Oh, you are very far away. Yeah, Phantom there. Okay, go for them. And start shooting. Okay, there's one stunned. Go for this one. Yeah, this Phantom is very powerful throughout a good portion of the game, honestly. Silent Scream. A very good stun, as usual. We have 3 enemies. They're all low, but let's just Sacre Bleu them. Good. That's just some extra damage here. And safety as well. Move in. No, I said move in. And focus on these.
So much for you.
Awesome. And Skirmisher. Done. Well, we even pulled 2 packs at once. Maybe I should have checked for traps in this region before moving in, but yeah, I did not think of that, honestly.
Of course.
We have a lot of crafting supplies. Why is my Phantom... I think my Phantom is still here because he died while paralyzed and the game just left him there. Okay. Ooh, camping supplies. I will take that for sure. And let me see. This is a treasury. We've explored it. We can either go... Okay, we can go over here. And we can go over there. Their cap. Oh, another shortcut to go up. And we have a Xaurips High Priest. Alright. I think this can act as somewhat of a choke point.
Hey.
So I'm feeling safe with this.
Yeah.
Pew! Are you alone? I think he's alone.
So much for
This will prove to be a mistake for you. We have successfully completed the Warden's Lodge construction. Let me just put something else building here.
As you say.
Okay, my buildings. So 16, 14, 4 security, the library, the barracks. The craft hall. Not bad. Oh yeah, generates a random creature part every turn in the stronghold. Yeah, I want this. The longer we have this up, the more stuff we're gonna get. So yeah, go for that one.
Alright then.
Oh, this was the... Okay. This is actually where we started. So we do have a shortcut over here, which will allow us to go up without having to go through the stairs. Yeah, we're currently level 5, we can go to level 3, level 1, or back to Cadnua. So I guess it's time for us to go to that special place I was mentioning. It's not really special, but it's just interesting to talk about. And let's be very, very careful. So all of this is done. Okay, very, very slowly. Checking for traps and stuff. We have... Wait, actually, don't go.
Well,
You should go. In case traps show up. The corpse draped over the edge of the pool is contorted in the throes of what must have been his final agony. Rotting skeletal hands still clutch toward his throat. Limbs and organs bob in this mire of blood and gristle. The carnage stirs with the occasional gust of wind from the tunnels above. And this guy, I think, is an adventurer, not really a Xaurip. And this over here, it's kind of a shame we cannot see the ceiling. But if you remember something I talked about...
of course.
I think in level 2, yeah, in level 2, you fight a lot of Xaurips near, like a blood pit, where there's I don't know, a Xaurip high priest and stuff. And if you interact with the pit, you have an option to go down. And if you go down, and let's remind ourselves again, this is level 2 I'm talking about. If you go down, you drop here, which is level 5. And level 5 is considerably harder than level 2, naturally. And you are going to be kind of surrounded, because you can either go this way, which is a dangerous venture, or you can go this way, which also has a lot of Xaurips through this place. And if you have the bad luck of dropping over here, especially if you are low on supplies or don't have supplies, you're gonna kind of get stuck and you'll be forced to load the game. So this is a place that many people kind of get frustrated with the game, but just be mindful of jumping into blood-soaked pits. It's usually not a great idea. Okay, so let's see what we have here. And I am kind of fearful that there might be a dialogue section here. And if I remember correctly, there's going to be a large fight. We could have the fight here. I could place something like it there in this region and Kana over here. But we have a choke point. So I think I'm going to try and showcase how you could do this in the safest way possible, assuming that I can leash the enemies over this far. Something else I'm going to do, because I want to play safe, I don't want to die. Since my front line is about half HP, I am actually going to rest. And I am going to swap my racial accuracy bonus to Wilder. Let me actually just make double sure. But I'm pretty sure that Xaurips are Wilders. So Bestiary, Xaurip, Wilder, yes. Because the Wilders are going to be our main enemies here. So rest. I still want damage reduction. Yeah, so Wilder. Everybody goes for Wilder. Okay, so wonderful. Why are you the only one that says racial accuracy bonus? Huh, I think it's because I chose another type and then I cancelled. Interesting. Okay, so we are gonna rest here. So now we have all of our spells, we are fully healed up, and we have accuracy against the type of enemy that we are going to be fighting. So, since I expect a fight, I'm also going to take some extra precautions here.
Hey.
Which are going to be nourishment. So, we have a beer, and I think for Kana, a beer is fine. I don't need to waste an ale. Like if this were... this isn't very valuable, but still. Because I'm mostly going to be using him in the backline, I think. But just have one, just in case. You can get an ale for 2 extra damage reduction. And you can also get some max endurance, constitution, and perception. So I want you well fed. Endurance, I don't think you need it right now. I will want the might and perception for Mr. Cordant. You should be fine. And I guess you can get some extra... Not dexterity. Don't I have intellect food? The savory pie? No, not savory pie. Oh, fish, yeah. So, the casita casserole. Okay, wonderful. So now that I have this, everybody is kind of set up for what we need. We have our food buffs. We're feeling fine. Let's explore this region. And I'm just sending it there alone because, again, I want to come back here. And I'm even going to leave stealth. Because I think there's a conversation. Yeah. I'm starting to feel less confident that I can get it there out. Okay, let's see. There is actually a drake here as well. At the edge of this expansive chamber, encircled by a jabbering host of Xaurips, stands a massive reptilian creature. Its snout is spattered with the bloody remnants of a recent meal, goblets of flesh still speared on crooked fangs. The Xaurips shifts anxiously, looking up expectantly at the drake as the beast stretches leathery wings in challenge, brushing the pillars to either side. Yes, yes, more sacrifice! It flaps its wings briefly and stirs up great clouds of dust. Come here, Orlan, be honored. You speak. The drake stamps one clawed foot upon the ground. I speak, and stone shakes. I speak, and lizards bring gold. I speak, and eat well. Yes, I speak. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for the weak answer here. These Xaurips sacrifice to you. Are you the master below? Master below is below. Sacrifice is not very smart. You think you see a section of the drake's scale chest begin to glow orange as it laughs. Master made me lord here. Here, I am king. Flames gout from its nostrils and gaping jaws. I am god of fire and gold. Well, we will see about that, and we will get the hell away from here with Mr. Eder. Hopefully, we will not get engaged. Let's see what we can manage here. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Okay, so let's go all out. Let's get deleterious alacrity of motion. And I'm already gonna buff Mr. Aloth here with everything I want. Which, honestly, it's just... How long do you last? 15 seconds. Oh, baby. Yeah, so more crits. And then we'll see. Okay. We are waiting until Eder comes over here. I'm gonna get some damage buffs here from Mr. Aloth. From Mr. Durance. Yep, and we are fine. Okay, so we are holding our ground. Shoot the drake. Blind drake. You are buffing yourself. Shoot the drake. Everything seems fine. Okay. Vigorous defense and start working on this guy because he's gonna start throwing out... Well, first he's gonna try and knock down Eder, as we can see. But he also shoots fire, so you gotta be careful with that. So, you have your speed, you have your crits, and I think that's all of the buffs I told you to get. And we are frightened, which I don't like, because the Drake has a frightening aura, I believe. Okay, so all of your buffs are up, but I am gonna get some more stuff here. I want Eldritch Aim. No, actually, I want a Firewall to try and hit anybody coming this direction. And maybe the priests in this region, it's gonna be good. After that, we're gonna get Eldritch Aim. After Eldritch Aim, I'm doing a lot of stuff, I know. I'm gonna get a Chill Fog over here. After the Chill Fog, we're gonna get Calicot's Minor Blights. And then we're gonna start nuking. Okay? Let's go for it. I might do Frightened and Sickened on everybody in the area. I gotta target someone. Okay, so target this guy. Okay. I think this guy's breathing fire. Let's see. No, just a hit. Alright, so... I want him to Sickened and Weakened. Do I have something for Frightened? I think I do, right? Minor affliction, this is only for a friendly target. I gotta refresh my memory here, sorry. Dazed and confused. Restraint. No. Maybe I don't have something against fear. Oh, but no, not this one. Ah, this one. Friendly AoE, 4.47 meters. Immune to terrified and frightened. So I think I can just toss this over here. And I'm gonna queue up some actions on Durance as well. So I want that. Then I want a interdiction. I'm gonna save this for a heal. I'm not gonna use it right now. I'm gonna get Devotions of the Faithful on my backline for the extra damage. And then I'll see what I follow up with. Okay, so here comes the Chill Fog. Lovely AoE. Oh, we're gonna get a lovely Sacre Bleu here, hopefully. Sacre Bleu. This guy is already injured. Oh, he has Liberating Exhortation. Ah, you son of a bitch. I think this suppresses all negative effects. God damn it. God damn it. That makes things more interesting. Not that we're in any kind of danger, but but still. Okay, let's buff us with some more critical strikes. And then just start tossing some iconic projections for damage, honestly. And Aloth is about to start nuking everything. Oh, oh, oh. just all kinds of pleasure sounds. Whee! And I think everything blew up. Dude, what the hell just hit that killed everything? So, Aloth... Ah, yes. One single blast, one hit and 24 crits. Boom! Kill, 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 kill. Wall of Flame killed. Oh my lord. It dare kill the Drake. I might have buffed a little bit. I might have buffed a little bit too much. Yes. Well, there we go. This, my friends, is the Drake fight. What? Wow. They cast Withdraw on someone. Okay, dude.
Follow.
Okay. Leave Kana alone, you bitch.
Your lead.
I don't know who it is, but... Excuse me, are you... You can't hit somebody through Withdraw, dude. Isolates a single target with a protective spear, shielding them from harm while their endurance regenerates. I did not know that this allowed me to hit enemies. Okay, we're gonna have a Force Science moment here because this is a major revelation. But I don't think this works like this. Okay, so nobody shoot the guy. No, you're supposed to be stunned. Because Withdraw stuns. The hell was he hitting me? How? Okay. Let's just see Aloth melt this guy. Pew! Pew!
Hey.
Pew! They do have a lot of damage reduction though. There we go. Okay, well, I just stunned my character for no good reason. I mean, still, for science. I was under the impression that you could not attack inside the Withdraw, and you can't, so I'm not sure if that was a bug or something, but I'll have to check the video again and see if there was some kind of effect that I missed. I'm very curious, honestly. So yeah, like I was saying, sometimes people drop from the pit and they're gonna be surrounded by both a lot of Xaurips and in this region a lot of Xaurips and a Drake. And like I said, I'm coming for these levels of Odnua after doing quests throughout the world, after having my full party, and you know, doing some stuff in Defiance Bay. So I'm actually at a very good level. Ooh, so close. I'm actually at a very good level to do these initial 5 levels of Odnua. But you can come here a lot sooner, and yeah, if you drop over here, this can be problematic. So this is the safest way I found to deal with this Drake.
I'll see what I can find.
Hopefully it will help out somebody having some trouble killing him. Okay, so what do we have here? Oh yes, I do want better shields. Okay. I have a lot of stuff already in my inventory. I'm gonna have to clean up in between episodes. So we picked this up. That gives me plus 15 to max endurance. Not really seeing myself using this over the other stuff that we have. And also, we just saw how food can have a really cool impact on our party. Stop flickering. I hate that. Having extra might and extra perception just by eating a piece of food. Having some damage reduction, endurance, constitution, perception. This is really cool. And it's something that is often neglected. So do pay attention to food. It can help you out very, very much. And especially in Path of the Damned, every single bonus you can get to your stats is going to be very helpful. Okay, so focusing again. Yeah, I got shield. Ilfan Birngar's Solace. This is a medium shield. It gives me 12 deflection. We lose 4 accuracy, but we also get plus 50 defense while stunned and plus 50 defense while prone. And this is quite cool. It's kind of, you know, it's a trade-off. You lose less accuracy, but you also have less deflection. So this is giving me 16 deflection. This would give me 12 deflection. So from 87... Pardon? Oh, I don't... Okay, yeah, like I said, I haven't played the game in a few years, so... Does this not show up over here? Interesting. So I have 61 deflection. I go up to 87. Same thing. Okay, so this one, for example, gives me 8 deflection. So I would go to 69. But I also have my buffs from my abilities. Okay, so yeah, so I don't want to bother with the math here, but I can actually check on someone else, that's true. Okay, so she has 47 deflection. Sorry, she has 48 deflection. And if I give her this fine shield, which has 12 deflection, she should go to 60. Yeah, okay. This bonus does not show over here. Okay, well, this is a revelation for me. So yeah, this is giving me 16 deflection plus 4, so 20 in total. But this one is giving me 12 deflection plus 8, so again, 20 in total. I lose less accuracy and I get a really nice buff to my defensive, stunned or prone. Count me in. So, let me check something here. 16 deflection. What a dummy. Okay, well, take this. And you go up to 79 deflection. Alright, okay. So, a very good buff. Without even knowing what I was doing.
Of course.
Nice. Well, live and learn. The vague shapes of Kith are visible in the coal-black ash coating the brickwork. Oh! This is why we like exploring. Ugh, another one of these. These are kind of sucky.
Hey.
I already have 2 and I never used them. And again, this was an example of a fight that I could have used my summons, but I didn't really see the need to. But yeah, that's actually worth mentioning. If you are having trouble with this fight, I would say consider going to Defiance Bay, questing a little bit, and picking up stuff like the iridescent scarab figurine, which gives you the Adder Beetle, as well as the shades from the obsidian lamp figurine, and also the oaken scab figurine. These will help out very, very much. They soak up damage, and especially the Adder Beetle can deal a lot of damage.
Of course.
Okay, so this is level 5 explored. We've done everything over here. Let me just check what level 6 is, because I don't remember. I think I remember the contents of level 8, but not much else.
What is it?
We must be getting close, I can feel it in my bones. Also, the architecture has changed. So he felt it in his bones, but also the architecture changed. Ah, this is like the undead section. I think this is actually not a very difficult section. Although there are skeletal mages, and that can complicate things.
Hey.
But yeah, so for now, I will leave this for a little bit. I don't want to have like a lot of episodes where it's just the endless spots of Odd Nua.
Alright then.
So, we are going to check out a few things. First of all, we're gonna go up. And we are going to go up to level 3. So I want to go through the master staircase. This will take us back into the troll level. Sorry, the ogre level. And here, let me see if I have this right. We had this statue that we had seen before, that it was saying, housed within a quiet alcove, this stone figure strides boldly forward, one arm held high. And now that we picked up the saber resolution in level 4, we can actually come up here and give it to the statue. The saber slides easily into place at first, but for the last short space you find yourself having to push. You hear a hollow clunk as the statue's forearm suddenly shifts and rotates. You hear the rattling grind of some mechanism behind the walls at the statue's back. Closer by, the sound of scraping stone precedes a nearby wall, shifting out of place to reveal a doorway. And I think it's this one.
See me coming.
There we go. I'm gonna go carefully because, again, I don't remember if this place has traps. Okay, seems to be safe over here. Okay, one trap. And over here, another trap. Okay, gold. We have Lauren's stick. This is a unique quarterstaff. What does it do? Plus 20% attack speed. Nice. And fine. Okay, cool weapon. Lauren was an elven wizard who earned his living traveling between villages and using his broad repertoire of spells to entertain the locals. He was known to be a mild-mannered man, and he avoided confrontation when possible, carrying only his prized walking stick. As Lauren aged, he found himself plagued by pickpockets who would often use a distraction of his performances to steal equipment and coin. Lauren promptly decided to infuse his walking stick with an enchantment granting it great speed, and from then on, his performances were often punctuated by the startled cries of thieves. I like it. We're not really going to be using it on anyone. Well, I could give it to Durance, but not really much point. Some lockpicks.
There's a pick, there's a way. See it, it's finished.
Wow, a trap and a lock just for this amount of silver. And now we gotta mention this because this is relevant. Ah, okay. So this is the important thing here. Let me see if it worked. Okay, yeah, because this is something that isn't exactly obvious, and if you are playing on the Triple Crown, you can't just quick save and quick load to see what happens, and you might think that if you put the saber on the statue, you lose it forever, because that happens in several games. But in this one, you can actually come back to the statue and pick up the saber again. So also, don't forget, because you will usually come over here to pick up the loot, and then you kind of just go away and forget about it. But just keep in mind, you can get the saber back.
Of course.
Okay, so this is the first thing I wanted to show. And the second thing is, I want to check out the dialogue for the Blood Pit, because I don't remember it, but I do remember I liked it for some reason. Okay, so we are in level 2, and there we go. This is the... I call it the Blood Pit, maybe this has a different name. And this is where the Xaurips were standing around. And again, I'm guessing one of my phantoms died paralyzed over here. They just stay there forever. Okay, so we are all fully healed up, so I don't expect this to kill us. In case we take damage. So let's check this out. This white pit descends into a grim darkness. You hear the whistling howl of wind, and from time to time hot gusts of air tug at your clothing. We can actually use a grappling hook to descend into the pit, and I believe this will allow us to reach safely down into the pit. We can jump into the pit, we can try to climb down the side of the pit, and we can examine it. The chasm appears to have been dug out with tools rather than being a natural formation. It seems to be very deep, but you cannot see the bottom to gauge the distance. Now, naturally, the safe option here is to use the grappling hook, and I might come back here to check if it makes a difference. But I want to try to climb down the side of a pit. This seems a bit suicidal. Crouching down, you grip the edge of the chasm and seek a foothold further down. Finding it, you begin to slowly and laboriously work your way down the side of the wall. The climb is long and arduous, and though you start at a good pace, your party begins to tire in time. Grieving Mother pauses to rest, only to be overcome by fatigue. With a startled cry, Grieving Mother falls, striking others free of the wall on the way down. The chasm rushes past you in a whirling blur of grey stone and darkness. As you fall, you see a faint circle of light far below, rising swiftly, and then the flat, gleaming surface of a pool so deep a red as to seem black. Oh, sorry. You strike the surface hard and plunge into the crimson waters, finding them deep and dark. Your senses are immediately assaulted, the copper tang of blood within your mouth, a red haze across your vision. The surface slides up out of reach. The thick, murky waters hinder your swimming, threatening to pull you down into the unseen depths of this grim pit. But at last you crest the surface and pull yourself up and over the brim, to find yourself at the edge of a reeking, sludgy mixture of blood and limbs. And there we go. So right here, we are back down at the pit of blood. And we can see right here that Durance has fatigue, a Grieving Mother has fatigue, and she also bruised her ribs, and Aloth also has fatigue. So I would not advise anybody doing what I just did. This was just to showcase it, since I'm very safe doing this from full HP. In any case, I also want to check for myself, and it can also be useful information for anybody else, if using the grappling hook will not only allow me to move down safely, but if it also allows me to go back up by climbing the rope. Because if it does, it's actually a safe way for anyone wanting to explore the pit to do so and not be surrounded and not be able to go back up. Let's go back over here. And since we like the pit so much, we're gonna go down again. We're gonna use the grappling hook to descend into the pit. You take a grappling hook from your pack and tie it off neatly around one of the heavy stone blocks surrounding the pit. A few hard tugs suggest that the rope will hold fast. Keeping a firm hold on the rope, you begin your descent into the darkness. Soon, the edge of the pit is far above your head, and you can hear only the creak of the rope and your own breaths. Soon enough, however, you see another source of light, far below. Past the dangling end of the rope, you can see a dimly lit room, at the center of which is a circular stone pool. The pool is filled with blood, and even at this distance you can pick out various limbs and mangled bodies, largely Xaurips in nature. The tunnel bored into the stones ends a ways above the chamber below, and your rope extends no further. Ah! Okay, so if we do use the rope, we can descend safely, but it will still not allow us to go up. So, be very careful. We can climb back up and out of the pit. Or maybe, can we jump and grab the rope? Well, for science, jump down. Bracing yourself for the landing, you loosen your hold, dropping down the remaining distance to land within the pool of blood with a noisy splash. Okay, the same thing, the thick murky waters. Loading screen again. Yeah, so we are back down here. We still have no option to go back up. So, even if you do have a grappling hook and a rope, don't think it's gonna allow you to go back up. Although, it is safe to descend though. You don't fall, you don't break your ribs or anything like that, so it's always a good choice to keep that kind of item in your inventory. Stuff like the hammer and chisel, the crowbar, the grappling hook. So things like this, right? The pry bar, hammer and chisel. And now that I used my grappling hook, I'm gonna want another one in my possession. I'm actually not sure if having them in the stash counts for these things, but I'm gonna have them in my inventory just in case it doesn't.
Better indeed. Of course.
Better indeed, yes. Okay, so we can actually rest, I think over here in Bright Hollow, because we did fix this building up. Oh, no we didn't. Another phantom. But we can camp. Okay, let's see. If I camp... Ah, okay. So I can choose any kind of buff that I might want. And I think I'm just gonna pick up Perception. Yep, let's rest with Towers bonus. And I also want to access my stash, that's true. And I want my miscellaneous items. So I want a grappling hook over here, and one should be enough. Okay, thank you very much. We are resting.
Hey.
And there we go. Everybody's healed up, we have a nice bonus, and we can leave. My next objective is going to be to go to Kednua, because again, I have not forgotten, we still have this, Nairi the Deft Hand, waiting for us in Kednua.
This place have begun to heal.
Oh, have they? Nice. Because we're constructing and helping out, improving Kednua. Okay, so I think this is actually a good stopping point for this episode. Like I said, in the next one, we're gonna go into Kednua, we're gonna talk to Mr. Nairi, the Deft Hand, see how we can help him out, and then decide where to go. Because I think we're gonna take a break from the endless paths of Odnua, and once again go back to exploring the world. We still have stuff to do in Defiance Bay, a lot of stuff actually. We still have Dirford Village. Not this is for later, much later. So yeah, we're gonna explore the world a little bit, and later on we can just come back to Kednua anytime we feel like to continue our run of the endless paths. And before I forget, let's also check something here that Mr. Lars Anderson made as a request in one of the comments, which is to check the stats of our companions over here. So to do that, we have to go into our character screen. And instead of looking at the party section where we have, you know, all of this kind of stuff, actually, it's also going to be useful. But I'm first going to be looking at the personal information. And right here we can see that there has been in the party for pretty much longest time, him and Aloth both. He's killed 123 enemies. The most powerful enemy is a Dargul. This seems wrong, but whatever. He has dealt nearly 14,000 damage, which is quite good. 44 being the highest single target damage, 179 crits, 1,143 hits. And he's been taking a lot of damage, naturally, he's our tank. 10,154, and he's been knocked out a single time. Pretty good. Looking at Mr. Kana, let's see. He's defeated 64 enemies. He's not been doing too much in combat, which is kind of to be expected given the way that I'm playing him. Most powerful enemy defeated, Elder Lion, Total damage done, 9,144, again, not very impressive. Highest single target damage, 50, 80 crits, 432 hits. He's taken 2,700 damage, so nowhere near the same amount as there. But again, even if he is our off tank, more often than not, he's not actually tanking. He's just in the back line, chanting, shooting, so this is to be expected. As for Mr. Durance, he has defeated 118 enemies. Elder Bear being the most powerful enemy defeated. He's dealt 8,000 damage, 73 highest single target damage, probably coming from a spell. Pretty sure, actually. 220 crits, 3,000 hits, 1,900 damage taken, knocked out a single time as well. Then we go for Mr. Cordampt. We have 275 enemies defeated, the most powerful enemy being the Elder Wolf. We've dealt 33,000 damage, so one of the highest. Highest single target damage, 70, pretty cool. 606 crits, 592 hits, and he's taken 1,000 damage and he's been knocked out twice. Kind of expected given the Constitution score and the Resolve score. But this is mostly me just playing a little bit crazy and just, you know, sending him forward to open up fights where I shouldn't. Looking at the Grieving Mother, she's been in the party for the least amount of time, 6 days only. She has defeated 119 enemies, Elder Wolf being the most powerful enemy. She has dealt 22,000 damage, quite impressive. Highest single target damage, 82. Maybe a spell, maybe just bursting someone down with the blunderbuss, don't know. 220 crits, 846 hits, 336 damage taken. Pretty impressive, actually. And times knocked out, 0. And finally, we have Mr. Aloth, our wizard. He has defeated 250 enemies, most powerful enemy defeated Elder Bear. Total damage done, our highest damage dealing character, 41,000. Single target damage, the highest one is 54. 824 crits, 2,278 hits. Let's not forget that every single time he shoots from his wand or his scepter, it deals an AoE, so this is counting for that as well. He's taken 600 damage and he has been knocked out a single time. Okay, so this is the single personal record for each of the party members, and you can also look into the party record for now. We are benevolent, we are clever, stoic, diplomatic, passionate, rational, and honest. Pretty cool. These are our reputations, which count for, you know, dealing with the several factions in the game. Elapsed time, travel time, time in combat. We have killed 1,049 enemies. The most powerful enemy defeated is just what we saw in the personal records, but here we have a summary of them all. Most time in party, Aloth. Makes sense, he was the first one to pick up. Hey, most enemies defeated, Cordampt. Most total damage done is Aloth. The highest single target damage is a Grieving Mother. Most crits is Aloth, again, AoE. Most hits, Durance, probably because of the interdiction that hits everything in the area. most damage taken is gonna be our tank, and most times knocked out my silly mustache man because he's very, very fragile, and I positioned him poorly. Okay, so these are the stats for all of our characters. This was a request by Mr. Lars Anderson. If there's anything else you guys want to know, just feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to show it off. As always, my friends, thank you so much for being here in the channel with me, watching some Pillars of Eternity. I hope you guys are enjoying the adventure. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you like the content, consider subscribing. The videos are coming out every single day, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.